Hey y'all, it's Anime K-Man. Today I'm going to be reading the 5th episode of Watashi ni Tenshi ga Maiorita. And I got to say, this episode of the series is actually one of its best ones because it finally went through an episode that didn't have anything referred to now as cute, and it didn't have Hinata gush all over his sister like in the other episodes. And I fucking like that because it shows that this show can do other kinds of jokes when it has to. Because there are some comedy animes that don't go that kind of extra mile. So I gotta get props to the episode for that from a story standpoint. And then at the same time, the new jokes it brought up, like with Coyote's clumsiness, were nice too. And simultaneously having Conan being so understanding is also pretty sweet also. So that was nice. And then additionally, what I really like from the story department is it shows Coyote's competence, and because through a flashback it explains like when Coyote got this balloon for Conan, and that was such a sweet scene because Conan thought that Coyote's life was in danger, but it wasn't really never in danger. She only just fell a bit, and then she got the balloon. And then when Conan was crying because she thought Coyote was danger, but she wasn't, it was kind of sweet too. It helped give off characterization, and it helped show off that Conan, when she says that Coyote is reliable, it isn't just bullshit. Because in this episode, it shows Coyote try to help out, and it's usually it isn't for the best end result. But in this episode, she finally succeeds, like it showed in the flashback. And then it showed when she untied Conan too. And it was such a fun bonding moment in this episode. Because it wasn't just humor. It was character growth for these reasons. Because all the other episodes, they've even built up to this. They've shown in previous episodes, everyone asked Conan for help. It made Coyote seem like just a simple character. But this episode shows that's not the case. She's actually much more useful than what we have been shown before. So that's why I felt this episode also succeeded, not just by the story standpoint, but by the character standpoint. And then it also gave off character development from Mia, because she finally came out that she ain't a model, she ain't good at athletics like everyone says she is towards Canon and Coyote. And it's cool how Canon and Coyote accept her, and they actually compliment her, saying that she's sweeter. And they're actually more impressed than what people were hyping her up to be. And that was also another sweet scene. Mia gets some new friends, and it perfectly sets her up for character development, going by the episode cut for next week, since it says Mia has no friends. So I like that too. We're going to see more growth, and I like that. I like how this episode has the balance of when it needs to get into those character moments, it's gonna get into them from the looks of it. So I like that. So for these reasons, I really believe that it succeeded from those characters. Oh, and then you have some character development from Hana subtly, because when Conan's making cookies, she's constantly looking at her approach and comparing it to Mia. Even though it wasn't directly said, it was implied. And then the end husband will have had Hana say that, yeah, I've compared these to Mia's cookies because it's like 3.5 just through sheer potential. And it was funny how she subtly complimented Mia. That was nice. So, from a character and story standpoint, the episode did well for these reasons. Animation and art were spot on. Again, if there's anything the show does well, it's the animation, because there hasn't been a single okay, I guess there was like one teeny moment that was like 3 seconds when it showed Conan walk towards the window in a flashback where she drops all these papers and it was just a still. But that was only one sequence where I thought, oh, the animation shit. Because everything else looked good from the animation standpoint. It looked good. And then the art, it looked fine. Honestly, so it succeeded from those two standpoints. The voice actresses put on a nice performance too, especially when you have Conan in that flashback make the crying sound. So they expanded the vocal range, specifically this episode, and Mia when she was crying too. It really did sound like a girl crying when she came out with the truth in this episode. So the voice performances were actually better than usual this episode. because he had a varying range of emotions. So that's why I also love this episode too. And that's why I'm going to rate it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a phenomenal episode, and I cannot wait to see next week's episode. So anyways, guys and gals, these are my thoughts on the episode. Comment down your thoughts on the episode below in the comment section. Rate the video. So if you want to see more reviews and reactions, and I'll see you guys later to Scott for more. Alright, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.